Hey, what is up, good people? Shelby here. Welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to do another festival-inspired look. I've been seeing a lot of stuff that I think is super fun. So, if you want to see what I have planned for my face, as well as some other goodies that may appear along the way, then stay tuned. And of course, go down to the bottom, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join the family. You know, you're going to have a good time. You're going to want to bring your friends. If you subscribe, it'll be easy for you to find your way back though. Anyways, let's hop into the video. So I brought you in real close. I want you to be able to see everything that's happening right here, right here. First thing we're going to do, well, first thing I have done is I've already primed my eyes. I primed my eyes with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer, and then I set it with a little bit of translucent powder just so that it won't crease, or at least my goal is for it to crease, not before I get these good colors on it. So the first color I'm going to hop into is going to be Dahlia out of the Juvia's Place palette. Above my crease, and out to the outer edge of my lid. And I'm going to be defining the shape of this look. Everything else is going to kind of spin out from here. Look at that blue. Can you see? Can we talk about this blue? Like Juvia's Place and Colored Rain are like ridiculous. My next step is going to be to go in with a really pretty orange color from the Huda Topaz Obsessions palette. And the color, oh shoot, I don't know what color this is, but it's the orange in the upper right hand corner of the Topaz Obsessions palette. And I'm just going to pack this on the edge right next to the blue. And carry that right in to your inner corner, just like we did with the blue. So the lines between the blue and the orange don't have to be perfect because we are going to go over them with another color to help blend them together. The color we're going to use is Zobo. Zobo. I like that color. Zobo out of the Juvia's Place palette. It's a really nice purple and it's a matte purple. And it just works really well. I'm using a flat, stiff brush that I really love. I think I got this from Ulta for free. And I think, actually, I might need to go get some more when I'm out of my no buy April. Ooh, July. Man, I couldn't do it till July, truly. Now I'm putting my mirror down low, down here, so that I can see where I'm aiming to hit and how much lid I have to work with. Now, using the same brush, I'm going to pretty much just go over the edges and blend very lightly. If you have this kind of brush, you could also use a pointed blender brush, something small enough that's not going to ruin your work, but that will still help you blend in your edges. My next step is to go in and essentially cut the crease with the matte side of the Huda shadow. And with these previously, I felt like they dried too fast and they weren't opaque enough, but maybe I just wasn't using either enough product or the right color. Use a flat brush to go in and pat it in and also spread it. Okay, so the cut creases are essentially even. I'm gonna fill in the outer edge of this eye with some blue and then bring in the purple and then we'll do the gold on the lid. It's gonna be really pretty. I hope it's gonna be pretty. We'll start with our blue, the first blue. This is Dahlia, bumping that right up against the concealer. So we're going to go over the transition between the green and the blue with another purple. It's not going to be the original one, which was Zobo, which is a matte. We're going to go over it with a more metallic one, and it is going to be the color Makeda, which is right next to Zobo in the palette. And it's a deep, really deep purple, and I think it's going to go really well with the Huda shadow. So first, we'll put on the metallic side, which is Gold Chains. Ooh, she's pretty. And I'm actually going to use my finger and pat it and also, before it dries, and take away some of the excess because I feel like it's the excess that ends up being chunky. And I don't want chunky. Chunky and flaky was the problem originally. I mean, undoubtedly, they are gorgeous. It's just functionally, how do we make them work? And then while that, we need to look down while it dries because it's trying to transfer. Do you see that? I know you see that. Okay, I'm gonna go over with that little bit right there with Dahlia. I'll go ahead and do the purple on this eye while we wait for that to dry. And just another shout out because I love good tools. These brushes that come with the Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes are like fire. Like they are really, really useful. Very useful. On this eye, I realized I should have done the purple first and then done the gold. So I'm going to do the purple first, blend it, and then the gold, and let the gold overlap the purple. I think I'm going to like that better because on the other side, it was a little bit of a challenge to get them to blend. I'm going to overlap the purple and create a gradient that wouldn't. It's not so easy to do because one is liquid and one is not, and I need to put it where I want it to be because it's harder to blend. And again, I'm looking down because I can't look up. So I'll be right back when this dries. Okay, bye. Okay, so now that it's dry, I actually did go ahead and clean up underneath the underneath my wings just to clean them up, or my winged eyeliner, as it were. I think I will go ahead and add a small wing using the Lancome Grandiose. I think a look like this calls for some kind of wing, even if it's not a huge one. Okay, while my lashes are drying, I'm going to go in with some Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base as my primer. So I'm going to put on 2 layers of Fenty because I'd like for this to be natural, but a little bit glowy, you know, with the festival theme in mind. But I also want it to stay. So doing those 2 layers of Fenty, my skin will be so parched. So I'm gonna get this nice layer of moisture to hold on to. And then I'm also going to put a little bit of Tatcha, shoot, what's it called? It's the primer for Tatcha. And I'm just gonna press this in right in my T-zone. I generally don't get too oily, but I want it to be smooth. I want my base to be smooth, and I want it to be kind of matte in the middle with a little bit of glow on the outside. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to put a little bit of the Fenty Yacht Life underneath my foundation. So I'm going to go pretty generous because I want it to show through. So pink. Okay, I'm actually going to do something I don't normally do. Actually, a few things I don't normally do. I'm going to use a damp beauty blender and I'm going to press some powder in the places where I might get oily. Just pretty much powdering my primer and also just giving myself a little bit extra protection to absorb oil. And if you are someone who is really oily, I think you should still, personally, because usually your skin produces more oil when it's too dry, moisturize your face, put on your primer, add a layer of powder, and then put on your foundation. Lashes are dry, I'm gonna go ahead and put these on. Today I'm actually gonna stack my lashes. So I'm gonna go in with a pair of lashes from Sephora and then a pair of lashes from Baddie B. All right, double stacked lashes are on, and they are, ooh, they're big. All right, I'm gonna go in with some mascara and just join my naturals with the falsies. I don't normally do this, but since they are so black, there's so much of them, I feel like I need to help my little baby lashes along. But they're big, but they're not blocking the look, and that's what I want. I'm looking at my monitor right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our foundation. Oh, I like these lashes. They're so big. Start with my Fenty, and if you use me as a shade range, this is, or the shade match, I am 380 in the Pro Filter Concealer Magic that everyone loves so much. And I'm going to do 2 pumps using the butt of my beauty blender. I'm just going to apply this. This is the Velvet Sponge from This is a velvet sponge from, oh, Juno & Co. Yeah, this bad boy is actually pretty good. Aside from being such a spunky color, it doesn't absorb product, which is amazing. And if it seems like I'm neglecting the middle of my face, I am. I still am loving the feel of not putting a lot of concealer and foundation and powder all in the middle of my face, and instead only putting foundation, for the most part, on the perimeter of my face, and then sometimes between my brows. But for the most part, just the perimeter of my face, and then keeping the concealer in the middle. Just for a lighter look, and also lighter layers they last longer, I think. If it's applied appropriately, light layers last longer and they don't crease as easily. So that is definitely something that I am looking for. Yeah, that's pretty. I always, on my Fenty though, I always laugh because it just seems like it's so light going on, and then when I look at it, it matches me. So I'm like, I guess that's what color I am. Not that there's anything wrong with being fairer. I just, in my head, I think I'm browner. And when I have to fight so hard to find colors that look good on me in the store, it makes me feel even more like, well, hey, maybe you are darker than you think you are. But no, it's just the industry. It's not me. Okay, I'm gonna do some contouring on the outer of the face and some highlighting and shaping in the middle using the Huda Beauty Overachiever foundation in the shades Hazelnut and Peanut Butter. This is super pigmented. Have to make good choices as we apply this bad boy, because Huda absolutely named this correctly. It should be called Overachiever because it goes in. Get our handy concealer brush and just do a little down the sides of the nose. Nothing crazy. And since we're here, we'll go ahead and blend it in. You always kind of blend up into the base of your brows and down the sides of your nose. And if you feel like it's too sculpted, just clean off your brush and run it right down the middle. Shayla taught me that trick. I don't remember which video it was, but you know, she be coming through for the girls. So now I'm gonna go in with some under eye concealer and highlight, and I'm gonna use the shade Peanut Butter 24G. Then closer in, I'm going to use my Shape Tape in the shade Medium Tan Golden, just to have a little bit more lightness closer to my nose. Ooh, okay. All right, I'm gonna go in with my Huda Beauty powder and set my under eye in the shade Blondie. May or may not, I don't think I'm gonna bake because thinking about being outside, I just don't want to have layers and layers of powder there. But I will put it under my eye and then press it in. Going in with this awesome little Moda brush. I came with my, I think it was my Boxy Luxe last year, and this black Opal setting powder. And I'm gonna set the perimeter of my face and dust off the powder that's down here. Dust that off. And there we go. If you haven't tried this black Opal translucent powder from the drugstore, you should definitely check it out. I think it's a really great powder, and it's translucent, it's oil control, and it's a black brand, and it's brown girl tinted, so it's a win all the way around. I go in and do my under eye, and I'm thinking that I will go with the blue, then the purple, then the orange. Really quickly, gonna do bronzer and blush. I'm using the Ipanema Sun from Becca, and I'll be using, let's see, Modern Mandarin for my cheeks. Spray myself with some Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. Now for our highlighter. I'm actually going to layer two highlights. I'm going to layer the Amrezy highlighter from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and then the Melonade highlighter from Dose of Colors. Y'all see that? Then I'm going to go in with the Amrezy from Anastasia Beverly Hills and just layer brow bone. We'll put some of that same highlighter, the Amrezy, in my inner corner. Okay, so last thing is my lip gloss by Limecome in the shade Fluke. I had so much fun making this look. I've got the hair, I've got the earrings, I've got the lip. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you end up doing this look, please tag me in it, send me comments. I would love to see what your looks look like. And of course, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Ciao for now.